days ago, I sent my husband to Walmart to get some whipping cream because I wanted to make something with whipping cream. And he came back with half a gallon of heavy whipping cream. So today we're going to make some butter. Now, when I was growing up, we never bought butter, so we always had to make it ourselves. But we did not use a KitchenAid stand mixer to do it. We always used a hand crank butter churn. Let's get this thing started and see how long it takes. It's currently at 12:30. I'll show you the time again once it's done. This is starting to separate now. I'm going to take it up and we're going to scrape the sides down. And if you don't have a cover for your KitchenAid, which I don't, you might want to cover it with a towel because this is going to splatter around a lot in the beginning when you start whisking it. This is how it looks. It's all stiff already. And I'm assuming if you follow me, you probably know how butter is made. But just in case you don't, just take cream, whip it up. It goes into whipped cream and then it separates. You get buttermilk and butter. And then you take the butter out of the buttermilk, which we're doing right now. So stick around and you can see the process. This is definitely turning into butter very fast. You can see it's already separated, but it still needs to churn for a little bit in order to turn into real butter. Okay, we have butter. Most of it got caught in the beater, so it'll be fun getting that out. Make sure you fish out all the little butter pieces that are in the buttermilk. And it's only 1 o'clock, so that took about 30 minutes. I'm gonna pour my buttermilk into this jar. And I'm gonna keep this buttermilk to bake in the future. I don't know what I'm gonna bake, maybe some pancakes or something. I dug all the butter out of the whip, so now we're going to form this into a ball. And you kind of do this the same way you do when you're kneading bread dough. This is how much it is, and you can already see I got some buttermilk out. So we're gonna knead as much of the buttermilk out as we can. And then once you have as much of the buttermilk kneaded out as you can, we're gonna wash it, which means putting water in, and we're gonna start kneading it in that water. And as you can see, the water's getting cloudy now. So we're gonna change this water and we're gonna knead it again with clean water to see if it gets cloudy again. You wanna go on kneading until the water doesn't get cloudy. You might have to change it up to 5 times. All right, this water is basically not cloudy anymore. So this is the last one I'm gonna do. Drain your water off the butter, the last of your cleaning water. And now your butter's gonna have water in it, so we have to knead all of the water out. Once you have all of the water kneaded off, you can just leave it like this and have unsalted butter, but I always like to salt my butter, and it takes about a teaspoon of salt per pound of butter, so I'm gonna knead that in too. Now that I have it all done, the salt is all kneaded in, the water is all kneaded off, I'm gonna put it into my container. And when I was growing up, we used to use a hand crank butter churn, and we would churn a gallon of cream at a time, and we'd get around 3 pounds of butter from that gallon of cream. And if you make it from your own cream, from your own cow, it's usually more yellow because it has more of a fat content, which also means it's better. Since I don't usually eat butter just plain, I got myself a small piece of bread and I'm gonna spread it on there. Spread it on pretty thick, so let's take a bite. Oh my goodness, I'm surprised. I thought maybe because we use store-bought cream it might not be as good, but it is. It's better than the one I get from the Amish at the farmer's market. I hate to say it, but it is. It still does not beat the one you make when you have your own cream that isn't pasteurized, but it is really good. And if you guys want this bread recipe that I'm using, since this is homemade bread, it is available in my Amish cookbook if you click the website link on my profile. Have fun!